Blessed darkness and blessed light this Advent season. Here, in the midst of Season 2 of Contemplify, I'm sliding into a bonus episode. This is the mark of the second annual Backporch Advent Outpost on Contemplify. For those who recall, at the inaugural Backporch Advent Outpost, we had poets and teachers offering poems, prayers, and practices for the Advent season. This year, it'll be one poet in each outpost, offering their poems to gild the thin space beyond waiting or reception. Pour a tea or a finger of rye. Consider this your Advent nightcap. Todd Davis will be reading two poems from his forthcoming book of poetry, Coffin Honey, from Michigan State University Press. There's a link in the show notes for this episode over at contemplify.com to pre-order Todd's book, Coffin Honey. Take a sip. Breathe a little deeper. Here is Todd Davis reading us first, Of This World, and then secondly, Wayfaring.
Of This World by Todd Davis. A warbler beats its wings at the blueness, and a brown boy raises an arm in praise. Somewhere the tongue of God laps water where the wind crosses the surface. On the logging road, a ruffed grouse drums, and the bodies of the dead ripen with stories. The true passage of time is marked by what birds and trees perceive. Too often I sought to kiss grief's lips when I was young. Now I'm old, it's no pleasure to watch the chickadee peck a winter-killed deer. A dove flies down from the moon, and a woman lifts a baby to a breast. On the mountain, a bear eats two berries, imprisoning the honeyed darkness on the tongue's underside. How did I ever forget all the world's an upper room? Wayfaring by Todd Davis. In winter, the titmouse sings Peter, 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 renaming me for the story I've been told and now must tell. 6 days before solstice, we sleep late, wake to a darkness we know will grow. Do all moments grieve the passing of the last? The frame on my mother's dresser holds a photo of a turtlehead flower found creekside in late summer. Green stalk and milky petals, a blossom like a mouth gasping for air. What prayer do we answer in living for another? Time with you, my love, slips like water from an eddy, counterclockwise swirl that foams past a fallen beach set crossways in a stream. My fingers fan air, release the ash of loved ones, a cloud over the place where the river we fish in the valley begins. If my hand offends me, I will befriend it. The reason I hold the brook trout tenderly, tangerine belly squirming from my grasp. When my father said God beats in our chest, did he mean God lives in our heart or simply chooses to wreck it? River voices are always tempting me from beneath the bridge. Would it be a sin to tumble and become one with the wash? December light weighs next to nothing. Faint shimmer like a bead of oil in a flame-blackened pan. It was April before you died, a blood clot circling your brain. In the coldest months, the river slushes, slow, furtive movements, like your drooping eye, the useless fingers of your left hand. This past October, we watched a storm-blown tanager lose its way in migration. That night, I gave thanks for the map of blue veins in your breasts. I've decided if my eye causes me to sin, rather than pluck it out, I'll simply close it. Stars waver in the dark, glistening like dew on dimpled berries. In your absence, I repeat the names of trees you taught me, hop hornbeam and catalpa, syllables like rain on a tin roof. At this early hour, I still haven't heard a cock crow. Like Peter, I've denied the truth 3 times.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Contemplify. May it sprout contemplative musings as you carry it with you in your walkabouts in this world of ours. Head on over to contemplify.com to find the show notes for this episode. You can also sign up for the monthly Contemplify non-required reading list newsletter at contemplify.com. If you are enjoying Contemplify, please rate and review Contemplify on your podcast player. By the magic of the internet gods, this helps spread the good cheer, the good news of Contemplify. Thank you to all of you who have already done so. I know it's a bit of a pain, but I appreciate it. The theme song of Contemplify is called Langside by Charles Enns and Darren Hovius. Thanks as always, gents. The creek don't rise and my beard don't trim. I look forward to bringing you another conversation with another contemplative in the world here in the near future. Until then, be well.